Hi Virgos, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your January singles prediction for 2026. Today I'm going to ask my spirit guides what's next in love, what's coming towards you. I have charms, initials, cards, messages. So let's jump in. Let's see what spirit has. Let's call in our guides and get going here. Spirit, I ask that you guide me with loving messages for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus. What is it that you want us to know? What is it that you need us to hear? I am listening for you now. I have a soul connection, the number 42. I feel you deep, right? I feel you in my soul contract of some kind. They're saying it's different this time. Okay. So maybe that's something you're saying. That's something that they're saying. Maybe we just feel different. Maybe it's right from the start. It feels deeper, feels different, feels right. I have a romance starting, candles and flowers, and maybe it's the most romantic connection I've ever had just because we're both I'm going to say falling. I am definitely I felt falling there with the candles for each other. I don't feel like it's one-sided. I don't think I have a crush on this person. I feel that I'm falling. We're realizing I have a yin and a yang energy. So how about we're realizing that we balance each other like no other, they're saying. So that could be something that I've been searching for. I just want somebody that works well with me, that we make a good couple, and codependency with this kind of chain, ball and chain. Somebody has struggled with feeling trapped in the past. Somebody has struggled with, I can't allow anybody to ever tell me what to do again or to control me in any way, or I will never put myself in a situation where I'm so codependent on somebody or them on me. So that could be more of a, I know what I don't want. And I think that's as important as I know what I do want. I have a healing. I've had to heal from this codependent relationship. And you can see there's like stitches on this particular illustration, but it's just a sense of I can still feel those stitches. I can still feel that. I'm not there today, Spirit's saying, but it's a part of me now. And I have control. So this feels like a bad situation. It feels like I went through a lot to get here, is how I want to say. What's on the bottom of my deck? I have a heartbreak and I have rejection. So somebody who maybe we really had a deep connection with broke your heart. I feel like it's a story on both sides. I do. I feel like, okay, we both have had our heart broken. We both have, and you can say that about anybody. I know that that's a pretty general thing, but sometimes the experiences are very similar, and that's kind of where you start to go, is this just a coincidence? We were married about the same number of years, or we were with that person the same number of years. We met them at about the same age, or they were, our first significant love that really broke our heart. Like there could be some similarities to our stories, and maybe that's something that you guys share. But the good news is this soul connection and this romance, and that I would say, this led you to this, and that's all that matters. It's just, where are you today? Okay. So I've got this beautiful connection coming in. I'm enjoying the romance. I'm enjoying falling in love again. I'm enjoying that I'm different than I was. I'm enjoying they're saying a new experience. So it's a whole new experience. That feels beautiful because you're not repeating the same pattern. You haven't attracted the same kind of person. When you start to have that fear of I keep attracting the same kind of person. I keep attracting the same energy. And I don't know why. I don't know how to break that cycle. So we are having a new experience. And I feel right now, I mean, even just with these energy cards, I feel like it's a soul connection, soulmate energy. Spirit, please share with me. It took us a long time to get here, Spirit's saying. It's okay. I have the moon. I have a Knight of Pentacles. I have an Emperor. And I have a Three of Swords. I feel like this Emperor is pretty steady. I want to say steady more than anything. I feel this Emperor understands your past. They are, you know, I guess they're not shocked by it, but they understand it. But it's coming into me more as this person is more steady as far as moving things forward, that there's a kind of natural pace with this Knight of Pentacles. If anything, it could be slower than you would like, but it is more of a natural pace, but it's steady movement. And I always think that that's positive, as long as it's moving. You know, it's the relationship that doesn't move that you're like, you know, where's this going? But I do feel like this Emperor has their head in the game. I do feel like this Emperor is, they're saying, very worthy of you. So you could be thinking this is somebody who I definitely think is a good catch, or I feel like they have high value. They have a lot to offer. They're somebody I do want to be with. I have an Eight of Wands. I have a Four of Cups. I have a Queen of Pentacles. No, Queen of Wands. And a Page of Swords. The word they used with Eight of Wands was struck. They said that this may come in out of nowhere. This may shift your energy fairly quickly, but it was a little bit of a struck you by surprise. And this page could be just somebody who starts chatting with you, you know, somebody who is interested in you for whatever reason, not even necessarily romantic. But it did feel like a little bit of a struck out of nowhere and a little bit of a struck by surprise, and or this, you know, like strikes you by surprise. So that's kind of interesting always, you know, that I wasn't expecting to meet this person, or where I met this person, or how I met this person was not on the radar screen, was not how I thought I was ever going to meet my person. Just remember, you know, Spirit knows better than you do. You know, behind the scenes, there's like all this motion, right? The energy is in movement based on everything that you're doing. You're putting things out into the universe. You're meeting new people. Your divine feminine energy is interacting with lots of different people. Your divine masculine is holding its own, you know. So there's this kind of beautiful, you know, behind the scenes, energetic dance going on that you need to be very much aware of. So I feel like Spirit's just reminding you, like, hey, you know, the ball's in our court. We got you. And we're taking care of business over here, is how I feel. Spirit, please share with me. What is the energy? Anything about this connection you need me to know? I have the spark, the spark of hustle. Yeah, there's definitely a feeling of surprise. There's that Eight of Wands comes in, and it kind of just shifts me just enough. It's a change in direction in my life. It changes my thoughts. It changes, you know, where I'm headed, and, you know, maybe what I thought was happening isn't happening. And, you know, Spirit says, look over here. You know, I got something else for you. I love this card. You are epic, you know, so this person's putting you up on a pedestal. I always love that. A creator of fire energy. Okay. I have feeding your artistic energy. So somebody who could be very creative, you could be very creative. This person could be your muse. They could make you think outside of your box. They could push you. They could inspire you somehow. So maybe they make you the best person you can be. Overthinking can spoil the magic. Boy, that's a big one lately, that people are putting too much energy into what is the other person thinking and feeling. What are they going to do next? Where are we going? What's their end game? Think about what you're feeling. Stay in the energy of what am I feeling when I'm with this person, and that will give you all the answers that you need. You know, I'm happy with this person. I'm balanced with this person. I enjoy myself more. I'm more creative. You know, whatever it is, but that's what you need to think. You are living poetry. I love that. Yeah. So it could be they see your creativity. They could see they like the way that you speak. They like your vocabulary. They like the sound of your voice. I mean, that could be very poetic to them. So something along those lines. Magic happens when you most expect it. Expect the magic to happen. Expect that spirit wants you to have this beautiful romantic soul connection, soul journey. You know, it's like wait until the magic happens. Like don't give in until the magic happens. Let's get some initials. Now, some of you are manifesting along with me today, and others of you could have somebody in mind that we could be confirming. So we're going to do either one, whatever works for you guys. But I have this beautiful bowl of letters and initials, and I'm going to get a big handful. So let's do these. And let me just organize those for a moment. I have the letter Y. I have E, T, U, F, I. I have an H, an A, R. I have a J, K. I have a D, and I have an N. Okay, so some of you, this could definitely be connecting. All right, so there are some choices for that. And let's see what else they want to share with us today. Spirit, tell me anything you want to share with about this energy that's in front of us. What are the feelings? Where are we headed? January. I have an 8 of Swords. I have a Knight of Cups. I have a Hermit. And I have a 10 of Pentacles. They shared with me breaking free. And when I'm asking them what you're breaking free of, you're breaking free of this feeling that I'm going to be alone forever, or I better get used to living alone because I'll never meet anybody. So that's in our mind. Okay, it's not necessarily the truth, and it's not something that spirit wants for you. So it is a feeling of breaking free, and it was more of a mindset shift. It was more of a I do deserve love. I deserve infinite love. I deserve infinite abundance. And this night comes charging into me and offers me a lifetime of abundance and romance and life. You know, can you be happy, or is that a pipe dream? No, you can be happy. There's a lot of happy people out there. There's a lot of people in relationships, married or not married or living together, that truly love each other and truly have this experience of every day is romantic. Every day I feel grateful. Every day is abundance. So there is that dream out there. I don't want you to think, no, that's for other people, or I'm trapped where I am. But there's this sense of every day. I feel like, I mean, maybe they're hopelessly romantic, but every day feels romantic. And it could be the simplest, silliest things, or it could be that you're just so attracted to this person that just being with them feels romantic. Waking up and having a cup of coffee with them is like, this is so romantic. And you need a shower, you haven't brushed your teeth. So yeah, I just feel like there's something about the two of us that it doesn't matter what we do. I just feel like I'm always falling in love with you, so it's going to be I'm very much in love with you. I'm always falling in love with you. And this is the kind of love you want. This is the person who really, truly is going to be committed to this love. I have a 6 of Pentacles. I have an Ace of Swords. I have a Hanged Man. And I have a High Priestess. I feel like it didn't take them long to realize that you're the one, or that you're bringing something to this relationship that no one else has brought. They see something in you. It's the light bulb that goes off. It's my mind is set, as soon as I've decided that it's you that I want, it's the person who's waited for this. They've waited for you. And they probably have said that. They probably are going to say that, you're the one that I've been waiting for, is really how it's going to come out. Spirit, please share with me let's get some charms. I know you guys love the charms, and I always get some great clues with the charms. They kind of talk to me, and I'm still in my holiday kind of wintry displays and bowls and things. So I'm having fun with that. I'm a little sad, bittersweet, putting away my Christmas decks this week, and oh no, this time next year we'll be using them again in December. They always come back, but I'm always a little bittersweet. They're so pretty. Okay, the number 19, the number 10, I have a 0, I have a 5, I have a 6, 28, and 1. So I do feel some January, May, June, October, the 19th of the month, the 28th of the month. Okay, so those are good. And then I have this beautiful ball of charms. And in here I have these major arcana kind of cutouts. So we're going to get some of those in this scoop as well. So we'll get some tarot cards. And let me see, maybe I want a couple more just for fun. What the heck? Okay. So let's start with those cutouts and see what tarot cards they have. So these are the cutouts. I have a High Priestess. High Priestess. This is an Empress. I have an Emperor. And I have, what is this guy? This has got to be what is this guy? What does that say? It looks like a king. It looks like a king of Pentacles, but is this my Hierophant? It's not my Hierophant. It's not my Emperor. They gave me my Emperor. Oh, you know what it is? Hold on. It's my Magician, but he's sitting down. It's my Magician. Okay. Because he's got like a little bit of some of his tools around him. All right. He should be more clear. He should be able to read easier than that. So my Magician, my High Priestess, certainly the Empress and the Emperor is, I feel like we're meant for each other. I would definitely say that. My intuition, I had my intuition here with my High Priestess a moment ago. So they said quality. I see the quality in you. So your natural sense of I'm going to say spirituality in general is attached to your quality, like you're a high quality, high value person. So I feel like they admire that in you. And then if that is my magician, then I'm going to say, let me show you, is how they're saying it. Like, let me show you that I'm the one. Let me show you. I'm not a big, I want to prove it to you, but let me show you that I'm the one. So I would say that this person might be going a little bit out of their way. I mean, they're falling in love with you. Every day feels romantic. So they're going out of their way to keep reminding you that they're a good choice. And they want to be your only choice, Spirit just said. So that makes sense. I have a couple of sailboats. Okay. The sailboats are coming into me as other people sailing away. So it could be, we each have a story of, somebody left me, somebody ghosted me, something like that. But it was kind of them in the distance. It was almost like I could see the sailboats in a distance. So it was somebody else that walked away. And you know what? If that's the case, they did you a huge favor, because they walked away because they had given you the lessons that you needed to learn in that connection. And then they were smart enough to know their path and say, I'm moving on because there's something else for you. So they did you a huge favor. I love that. Pictures together. They're saying formal pictures. So wedding pictures, engagement pictures, pictures that maybe we go to a photographer and we have like a family picture taken. But I do feel like we look good together, Spirit's saying. So we make a good couple. So we look good together. I like pictures of us. So one of you likes to have pictures. We take a lot of pictures. That feels nice. I have a beautiful angel hovering over me. I will say they're saying my mother's mother. Okay. So this is my grandmother on my mother's side. My mother's mother is my guardian angel. And she would love this person. She would think this person's great. And she would say, wow, he or she is beautiful. And I'm glad that they're falling for you. And you deserve this. You deserve this happiness. So your mother's mother is with you. And that's the spirit world kind of showing up a little bit there. I have they're saying short, dark hair. Okay, it looks like a female, but it could be male. It's short, dark hair. I'm getting short, dark hair. Okay, but I also feel like it's very dark. Just maybe it has some gray in it now, but very, very brunette, something like that. I have a beautiful gilded cage with diamonds and not that they want to keep you in a cage. That's not how it came in, but it was almost like, I want to hold you and just look at you. I do want to hold you captive. I do want to just look at you, but not in a, controlling way. It was more like you're this delicate, beautiful, gilded, bird. And I want to put you in this cage so that I can admire you and look at you all the time. So it felt more like that. So somebody who would admire you. I have a saxophone, but I'm going to say jazz. I'm going to say jazzy. They're saying funky. Okay, so funky music, jazzy music. Is there such a thing as funk music? I don't know. Okay. I have a computer, laptop. Okay, so I'm always on my laptop. I feel like I bring it everywhere. So somebody who works at home, they're saying somebody who brings work home with them. That could be important. I have a fairy on the moon. That felt like a wish. It just felt like I believe in fairies. I believe in fairy tales. I believe in the unknown. I believe in happily ever after. So good for you. I want you to. I have a beautiful sun. It's a new beginning. I do feel like it's a new person. I have a beautiful horse now. I'm going to say a stallion. This person could be built. This person could be, they're saying magnificent. Magnificent. So they have a magnificent body. Maybe they think that of you. But it's, you know, this particular horse is beautiful. So they could see you as that. I have a swan. My arms are open with this beautiful swan. So, and swans are soulmates. They're also sharing the way that it's kind of looking. It was like, I see you is how it felt. It was like, I'm going to find you and I see you. Like, I'm going to look at you and see you and know who you are. So that felt nice. I have this, it's a cat, but it has all these little colors on the tail, and they said a colorful cat. What's a colorful cat? A calico cat, maybe? Look at it. It's got like all these colors. So I'm going to say a cat, like a calico cat, like it has white and brown and orange and has all kinds of colors. But they said it's a colorful cat. Well, maybe it could be a personality trait of the cat. You know, the cat's like got this big, huge personality. So that could be fun. All right. So there are my charms with just a little confusion there on the magician, but you know, we'll take it as the magician for now. If that's how I'm reading it, it might not be. I'm going to look at those later when I have time and pull them all out and see what the hell that was. But I'm guessing it was a magician card. And you know what? That's how I read it. So there you go. You know, that's what you're getting. Spirit, please share with me a timeline. What is it that you want? What is it that is coming towards us? Anything significant? I have May on this beautiful beach. I'm going to take you away, take you somewhere warm with palm trees and sand and an ocean breeze, they're saying. I have next month, okay, tulips, red tulips. Tulips, maybe think about looking for tulips blooming. You know, when did the tulips bloom? Maybe April. I have the number 20. I have winter, okay, somewhere where there is winter. Winter is on the trees. And one more of these, please. And I have the number 30. So am I going to meet this person heading into the new year? So that would be really exciting. I'm going to wrap up this reading with a final message from an angel number from our angels. What angel number do you want us to have for the month of January? What is it that you want us to look for? I have 222. Yeah, they had that balance earlier, that yin and yang energy, right? So 222, trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and action. So this person could really be somebody that makes you feel secure emotionally, you know, that I don't ever feel like I'm anxious or walking on eggshells or worried about what I have to say. I wouldn't say that, but I would look for 222 and even a little bit of a February 22nd energy, just for the sake of throwing it out there. But I do feel they're saying the bottom line is you're in a good place, as they want you to know that you are in a good place to receive this love or to invite this love in. So that just felt nice. So let's put this out to the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Claim it, own it, it's yours. Comment below. If you'd like to book a private reading, please visit my website, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. Also visit my other 2 YouTube channels. I'll put the link in the description below. I hope you enjoyed your January 2026 predictions, and we'll see you again real soon.